Today is day 4 of my journey, and it is currently 6 p.m. on January 28th. This is a picture right outside of our hotel off of 71st Street between 8th and 9th Avenue. Just down the block is Central Park, and it's a really neat hotel to be at because it's close. We went to Bryant Park today and saw ping pong players, and just thought I'd do a shout out to Joe and my grandpa Leon. At Bryant Park we saw a man just chilling, and there was a fountain. Overall, it is a really neat park. This is my 3rd time I've visited there, and it wasn't as busy as it was in the summertime, but still it was a really nice place to visit. And you can see the Empire State Building from there, and that's pretty awesome. Zoe doesn't take very good pictures. She tends to put her finger in front of the lens, but we're working on it. Just to the right of this picture is the library. Oh, this is in Rockefeller Center. My heaven. Still outside of Rockefeller Center, and the ice skating rink, the famous ice skating rink. It wasn't very busy today, probably because this was about 10 in the morning. Before we went to the show today, Zoe and I went out for lunch. I think it was called Dalton's, maybe. And she had a vegetarian wrap, and I had a chicken and brie panini and a really delicious Caesar salad. We saw Musical the Musical, and afterwards in the lobby, there were about 4 or 5 plays there. We ran into Ricky Ullman, and he's from Phil of the Future, and Zoe and I used to be obsessed with that show. He's pretty short, as you can see, so definitely not my type. Anyway, as you can see, I just got out of the shower, and I am pretty red. Not going to put it on black and white. Thanks, Mom, for telling me that even though in black and white, you can still tell just how red I was yesterday. Just bear with me. Today was a really, really nice day. Zoe and I hopped on. We went to the subway station today to hop on the, I think it might have been the M, and we didn't read the signs very carefully, so we just stood there for probably 15 minutes and let another subway go by, didn't get on it, and then some guy came up to us and he's like, "Are you waiting for the M line?" And we were like, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, it only runs on the weekdays." And the sign says that, but we weren't very observant. Oops. But it was nice of him to help us, and we hopped on the next train that came by and found our way. We had a little bit more of a walk, but we were able to walk by Bryant Park, and we were able to walk down 5th Avenue. It was a pretty nice day. We went on the NBC Experience tour, and we saw the studio where Dr. Oz films, and Jimmy Fallon, Saturday Night Live, and then somewhere else. I don't remember. Just some other things here and there, and there were a couple pages that took us on the tour. Jimmy Fallon's studio is awesome. And, of course, Saturday Night Live's set is really neat. I wish I finished my Saturday Night Live skit, but I didn't finish it because I'm lazy. But had I finished it, I probably would have just thrown them over the balcony and hoped that people picked them up and saw that I have talent, maybe. After that, Zoe and I went to some stores, and then we went out to lunch, and lunch was pretty good, but my biggest pet peeve is when you order a soda and they charge for refills, but they don't tell you. So Zoe and I spent a little too much on soda. Stupid lady. But oh well. Happens. We went to a cupcake place after that in Hell's Kitchen, and the cupcakes were okay, not our favorite. They were pretty dense, and the frosting wasn't up to par with what I like, but still good. And then we went to Musical the Musical, and it was hilarious. This theater only holds 99 people, and there are only 4 people in the play, and then there's a pianist on stage. And we were probably, from what I saw, probably the youngest people in the crowd also. But very informative, and it was more of a liberal bias, and I laughed pretty hard. It was great. That was about it. We hopped back on the subway. No, we hopped on the bus, actually, not the subway. We were going to take the subway, but we took the bus back, and I got a cappuccino and showered, and now we're just hanging out. We're going to see the opera tonight, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. On our way to the opera, we saw another Apple store. I think this was off of Broadway, uptown somewhere. This is a picture of Zoe outside of the Met at the Lincoln Center, and then of course of me outside of the Met at the Lincoln Center. Sorry, it's kind of blurry. My camera doesn't take very good night shots. I'm super red, as you can see. This is inside the Met again, kind of blurry, but it was so cool. This was just in the lobby. It was absolutely gorgeous, and huge too. I don't even know how many flights of stairs we went up. This is somewhere right at the bottom in the lobby, and then we're going up and we see more lights. It was really pretty. The opera was really fun. I'm not quite sure if it's Zoe's and my cup of tea. We prefer a little bit more flamboyant of things, and the opera was flamboyant, but not the kind we like, I guess you can say. This is a picture of us both in the lobby at the Met. This is inside. This is right before they yelled at people to put away their cameras. We were pretty sneaky. The big red curtain, pretty awesome. And believe it or not, but most of these seats were filled throughout the show. It is currently January 29th, and it is 12:18 in the morning, so just barely January 29th. Just got back from the opera and from dinner. It was an experience, that's for sure. Not quite sure if Zoe and I loved it. We enjoyed it, but it was long, and honestly, you can only handle people going la 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 for so long, and everything was opera. Everything. But that's okay. We know next time that maybe it was the seats too, because we had a box, but it was partial view, so we spent most of our time hanging over the balcony edge, just trying to see it. But it was good. At one point, Zoe and I were so hungry because we ate lunch and we finished at 2, and then we hadn't eaten anything. And then by the time like 10:30 rolled around, we were so gone. So at one point, there's this huge scene at the end where one of the characters is asking for forgiveness from another character, and Zoe whispers to me, she goes, I hope he forgives, or I hope she forgives him. And we lost it. Like, we were so slap happy and so hungry at this point that Zoe and I are just like giggling full to the point where she goes like cracking up hysterically, and then she tries to cover it up with a cough, and I'm just shaking doing my silent laugh. It was pretty funny. So after that, we booked it out of there, and we decided we were going to stop at the cheapest first pizza place that we could find, and we found this place, I think, called Francesco's, and we get there, we order, we sit down, and there's like 2 people in there eating, and then maybe 6 workers or so, and Zoe and I order our pizza, and we sit down, we eat, and we chat, and then like 5 minutes later, the guys who work there sit around us and start to eat pizza too, and I am lost in my pizza because I was that hungry, and Zoe was pretty lost in it too. It was good. And then as we were leaving, she almost forgot her purse, but since we obviously are pretty ladies, one of them yelled at Zoe to get her purse back. So that could have been really bad, but it wasn't. Thank goodness. You're probably wondering, Mom, about this outfit. I just got it, new shirt, and I added this pin because I am accessorizing, and I was wearing red matching earrings too, but I took them out already. and I figure, you know, you'd be proud of me because I look kind of fashionable right now. Zoe's laughing at me. I'm really looking forward to today. Talk to you later. This is my... Zoe just ripped like 15 farts in a row. This is my ode to Joe for calling Zoe while I was filming this and telling telling her to tell me that I should cover up half my face while I talk. I think because he's thinking of Phantom of the Opera, and
No, because the opera was partial view.
Oh, because the opera was partial view. Oh my gosh, we're so slap happy right now. Bye.